Legendary warriors. The powers that created us now want us all extinguished. We must join forces, or else forever be their slaves. For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them. Let's roll.
Here in moments.
The ultimate gala spectacle.
Holy Mother of God on earth and in heaven at the exact same time.
You want a piece of me? You got it!
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning edition of the Dan Adams Show here on Spreaker. And it is February 28th, the last day of February in 2017. And for those who are Catholic like me, a fair warning if you didn't know that tomorrow is Ash Wednesday and the start of Lent. Yeah, it kind of snuck up on you, didn't it? I know it's sure enough snuck up on me. Excuse me, as I clear my throat. And for those who have been following me on my escapade at CPAC, still at the tail end of this cold. Not as sick as I've been. I actually sound much better, so that's a good thing. But hopefully before the week is out, I should be completely healed of this head cold and congestion and sneezing and coughing that has ailed me this past week or so. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get right into the first topic of this morning edition of the Dan Adams Show. It's about Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, passed back in 2009. No Republican voted for this legislation, and all kinds of backroom deals and people brought into dungeons and things of that to make sure that they got their vote. And he had the deciding vote, one of the deciding votes. I forgot the gentleman's name at that point right now, but he wanted to make sure that abortions weren't federally funded through Obamacare, and we all know how that ended up. And that guy came out and was like, yay. So he either got threatened or he got a sweet deal in regards to getting his vote for Obamacare. Now, here it is. Let's go ahead. 8 years, ladies and gentlemen. 8 years. 2017. We have a Republican president, a Republican Senate, and a Republican Congress. One of the campaign promises of President Trump was that he was going to repeal and replace Obamacare. Last night I posted something that I guess went over some people's heads. I don't understand how people got confused about it. But basically I said, and I'm paraphrasing, for the past 8 years, the GOP has sat on their asses doing nothing in regards to having multiple options available, multiple plans, multiple bills, multiple whatever in their back pocket, ready to be put out and for us to debate on and for them to debate on in regards to what's the best route to replace and repeal Obamacare. And in it, I said something to the effect that there are some people complaining, or I guess saying that Trump is not holding up to his promise in regards to repealing, replacing Obamacare. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. He actually needs to have something sitting on his desk to sign in order to replace and repeal Obamacare. There is nothing has completely passed through both houses of Congress that would be able to sit on his desk for him to look at and sign. And I also stated to the point that, how is it after 8 years? Now, after 8 years, me personally, I would have had several options available to pick from, to choose from, and then debate on, and then finally vote on in regards to replacing Obamacare. And now some people are saying, well, I'm not really understanding this angle of it. But it's not up to Congress to replace Obamacare. It's up to us. If someone can hit me up and let me know exactly what that means, I have no idea. Because Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, is a law that was passed by Congress. Now, we can go to town halls and call our congressmen and women and press them on what we want. But how is it in our court to repeal and replace Obamacare? Someone need to hit me up and let me know what that means. I was totally lost on that one. But as I digress and get back at this topic at hand in regards to, and as you can hear, I'm still dealing with some stuffiness, and I apologize. But there's this notion going around, and it's kind of funny, like I said, that Trump is not, he's breaking his campaign promise of repealing and replacing Obamacare. Dude needs a bill to be sat on his desk to sign off on. That's it. It hasn't happened yet. So for all those people out there whining and moaning and complaining about that, need to sit back and take a chill pill. Now, a lot of talk yesterday going around in regards to the Oscars. Lord have mercy. Haven't watched the Oscars since 1999. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 1999. And from all the clips I've seen and the excerpts and the things of that and the things of this and all that went down in regards to all the protests that was outside. If you go to my website, thepoliticalheat.com, there's one particular article I put up of a video where these two young liberals, Latinas that looked like they were Latinas, finding this older woman, a Trump supporter. And I'm thinking to myself, really? It's come to the point where young people who, at the age that they look, that they couldn't even vote. Not saying that they can't speak their mind, but they don't even at the age where they can vote, out there causing havoc and just punching this woman for no good reason because she held up a sign. Really? So the left in this country, the liberals in this country, the Democrats in this country cannot hold their composure, maintain their composure to the point where if someone's holding up a sign, that violence is the first, not second, not third, fourth, fifth, but is your first reaction. Well, that's how it's been across the country. And speaking of the leftist liberal reaction across this country, let's go ahead and move on to these town halls. We all know, ladies and gentlemen, that the machine that is George Soros and many other billionaires who have money that can instantly have people at these town halls, because it's not the people that live in these cities and in these towns and in these boroughs that are coming out causing all this havoc. We know this. It's been documented, and now we have audio to prove it. And once I end this particular broadcast, I'm going to play some of that audio. It's not long, but it's apropos to the topic at hand, and I need to play it so you can get a gist of how reckless, how utterly desperate the Democrat Party is here in America. Now, you can say to yourself, how is it that we can allow this kind of just dysfunctional behavior to happen? Well, I look at it like this. And as I said over the weekend, during one of the many times I spoke during CPAC and discussions that we were having in regards to the Democrats completely folding in the tent, digging their own grave, and just allowing America to see the disparity, allowing America to see the dysfunction, allowing America to see that they have no, and I mean no other recourse, because they are not putting forth any solutions to help out America and make America great again, to rebuild America, to make America that shining light, that beacon of light for the world to see. They don't have any concrete solutions whatsoever. So they have to continue to call people racists, call people Islamophobes, xenophobes, racism, sexism, Marxism, communism, idiotism, every ism that you could think of, they throw out because they do not have anything concrete to put forth to show America and to give America a path to prosperity. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This is yours truly, Dan Adams, a.k.a. the Soulful Conservative. I want to go ahead and play this audio clip in regards to the leaked audio and the planning and the concept and the, I guess, wherewithal in the brain of those within the Democrat, liberal, leftist party of America of how they roll and what they do at these town halls. Until next time, may God bless you and yours. May He keep you and your family safe. Until next time, God bless. Peace.
Does the police department there know we're coming?
No, not yet.
No, but they have sidewalks. They have public sidewalks.
We do need to go forward.
We just need to inform them that we are coming.
Our website indicates it. I mean,
Wait, why do we have to inform them that we're coming?
it's not going to be a surprise.
Because
Do you need a permit for that?
No. It'll be a public
Trust me, they know that people are coming.
citizens. Okay, let's let somebody else say because maybe we need to inform them.
This is free speech, and it is the highest form of free speech entitled to the greatest degree of protection, and that is political speech.
That sounds really nice. Thank you.
So, the outside team's going to find the best position with an eye on covering all avenues of approach and exit, so that if he comes from one direction or another, they'll be able to shift accordingly on entrance as well as exit, and can, like I said, again, dominating the media conversation outside the hall. If we are not admitted to the hall, now going over the cases, right, of what could happen here. If we are not admitted to the hall, all members will gather outside the protest. Yeah, so then we'll have extra signs to hand out. That's what the time to vent your frustration. You're not being heard legitimately as a constituent of this senator and a resident of this state that I'm right? If our numbers are less than 20, then members will peel off from the outside team to go inside to fill seats. Okay, so this is both ends of the spectrum here, right?
I can't imagine that.
I can't either, but just to be prepared so we're not caught flat-footed if that happens, that's the plan. Okay, so if outside team will join inside team in the hall after media coverage. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll try to dominate enough, because remember, camera people especially, they're looking for some B-roll and some quotes. B-roll meaning people waving signs, quotes. We really think it's terrible. And then they're moving on to the next story. Right? They've got 3 or 4 things to cover that day. This is just one of them. So we make sure that we give them the coverage they want, and then everybody breaks and goes inside. Again, only if there's empty seats inside that we could be filling. Sure.
Inside people, I have been told by Indivisible and other sources that we don't want to sit all together.
Right. No, we're spread. We're
Right. We want to spread throughout the audience. I mean, some people try and get in the front row, but we want to spread throughout the audience.
Game plan number 1 is to fill as many seats as we can, right? If it's all of us in there and the poor people of Broadbridge are sitting behind us, tough luck for them. Right? If we can arrange it so that he doesn't hear one sympathetic question, great. That only magnifies our impact. Okay, so 10:30, town hall meeting ends. Right, we have dominated the question and answering inside. We have dominated the media outside. Right, our numbers outside show that we have large numbers of concerned people who disagree with the Trump agenda and want Cassidy to represent our differences in Washington. Right, and inside we have represented to him that we want him to stop walking in lockstep with Trump and start thinking about the effects of his healthcare ideas on the people of Louisiana and us specifically, right? So we've dominated this conversation at both ends. Town hall meeting ends, we meet at the rally point, conduct a quick AAR, okay? After action review. Okay.
It's the fun part.
It is the fun part, okay? And some people think that this is overthinking this. We're lefties, okay, so we think a lot. But it's not just that, all right? An
You
AAR.
just say we think.
Yeah.
Guys, it's not just, you know, the AAR is meant to capture the lessons learned, right? And the way it's usually done is you give one up and one down, right? What did we do right that we should continue to do? What should we sustain? And what do we improve for next time we do this, right? But I've been doing this kind of thing for many years, and I've never really seen anybody actually capture those lessons and move on to the next one, except like after the second time, somebody says, hey, we said that last time, we should have not done that again, or we should have changed that up. But what it does is it also gives everybody a chance to say what they saw and contribute their narrative to the narrative that we developed together, and to build our ability to work with one another and our cohesion as a team to be able to perform these events more successfully in the future. Yes.
Oh, and the other thing is that plainclothes cops have already been to Lettering Invisible's events, so I don't know if they're coming.
I doubt Burberry's going to afford a plainclothes cop. So what I'm saying here is, don't be paranoid, right? But do be understanding of the dynamic of what's going to happen there. That guy's got a gun, because he was entrusted with that power by your elected officials. Okay, so he has the capacity to alter lives right then and there. So don't take that lightly. I'm not saying that he's going to start blazing away at all of us. What I'm saying is their primary purpose is to secure order, period. And if they see that,
Or they perceive that.
and they perceive that, then you're going to come out the worst of that, no matter what. All right. Thank you for volunteering to tackle those questions. What I would like is, can you get us those questions back by Thursday? Let's just say, so that we can roll into this thing with these questions. Okay. And look, what we're going to do is we're going to bring you back whatever they do at Metairie and see if they got effective questions there, or if there's something that they've already asked and had answered that's ineffective. We'll cross-check the list. Yes. Dress conservatively. Behave conservatively, right? Look, hey, we dress like students, we dress like housewives, wearing a suit and a tie. And remember the old song? Feelings, right? Safety pins, stuff, any signifier that you're a liberal, leave it.
Well, the Indivisible Guide does say if you start to lose the meeting, that's when you boo and hiss.
Right. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Well, he starts to stonewall, and it just starts going to hell.
Keep trying to shut.
When do we chant? Outside.
When the camera's around,
I'll be out there.
then otherwise take a break. Don't get exhausted.
This poem is for the woman I love. I knew not what love was till you awoke within my heart. We are now together forever, never shall we part. I will track where you are, I'll decide whom you see. Remember, sweetheart, you belong only to me. So do what I say and don't do anything dumb, or I may have to hit you until you are numb. If you tell another soul, well, that will just make me mad. 'Cause I tolerate you, and for that you should be glad. There's one more feeling I must express to you, honey. Don't ever, ever let me catch you touching my money.
Some relationships are not as they appear. That's because domestic abuse is often hidden. Join the Women's Center and Shelter in the effort to end abuse early on and help us provide emergency sanctuary to those who most need your protection. To donate, visit the Women's Center and Shelter at wcscanhelp.org.
Fox News Radio. I'm Dave Anthony. 5 weeks into his term, what grade does President Trump give himself?
An A+, okay, effort, but that's, results are more important. In terms of messaging, I would give myself a C or a C plus.
The president talking to Fox and Friends this morning, promising
we will be having the greatest military that we ever had by the time I finish.
He'll talk about his increased defense spending plans tonight, addressing a joint session of Congress, and discuss
a really good health care as opposed to Obamacare, which is a total mess.
The president's address tonight can be heard on many Fox News radio stations.
Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer expects a campaign-style speech from President Trump.
Past his prologue, the president will use populist rhetoric in his speech, but he won't back it up with real actions.
A prediction Schumer says includes the promise to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act. On Capitol Hill, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The FBI is trying to figure out who's behind a wave of threats to Jewish centers and schools. Fox's Evan Brown on the case live.
And Dave, it's the fifth time since the start of the year that threats of bombings have been made against Jewish community center campuses. One prompted an evacuation of the David Posnack JCC in Davie, Florida, outside Fort Lauderdale. This man had to pick up his daughter from the daycare.
And for me, it's particularly scary. My father's a Holocaust survivor. I just called him up, and he's crying on the phone. This shouldn't be happening in today's day and age.
JCCs in 11 states were targeted just yesterday in places like Indianapolis and suburban New York City, Dave.
Having 2 plane crash survivors are in recovery. One's critical the morning after the small aircraft went down into a neighborhood in Riverside, California, destroying 2 homes, killing 3 people on the plane.
We saw a lot of people panicking.
Nobody on the ground was hurt. The group was headed to San Jose after a cheerleading event at Disneyland. This is Fox News Radio. Fair and balanced. Amid all the hysteria about so-called fake news, a lot of Americans have no confidence in the media or the presidency. Fox's Tanya J. Powers details a new Fox News poll live.
Dave, about 44% of those polled have faith in the media, and they say that's not really changed since 2014. Now, it is a significant 19-point drop since 2002. Another number to know, 36%. That is the number of voters who say they have no confidence at all in the media or the presidency. Both of those, by the way, are record highs. As for their thoughts on the president himself, 52% said they disapprove of his executive order on immigration, which includes the refugee travel ban that was thrown out by the courts. 46% say they approve his handling of that, Dave.
Tanya, President Trump's 2 oldest sons will be in Vancouver today to open a new Trump International hotel and tower. And Canadian officials are expecting a lot of protests. There are a number of downtown Vancouver marches planned. The U.S. consulate is warning Americans to stay away. Arkansas is getting a lot of needles ready, planning 8 executions over 10 days in April.
A week after the U.S. Supreme Court rejected a request from inmates to review a lower court ruling that upheld the state's lethal injection law. The state attorney general says appeals are exhausted, and the Republican governor says it's time to bring closure to victims' families. But the inmates' attorneys say their clients will suffer under a 3-drug protocol they argued was unconstitutional. The state's supply of one drug expires in April. Another already expired in January. The governor's office saying officials are confident they can get more. The new schedule calls for double executions on 4 days. Lisa Brady, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are down slightly the morning after the Dow went up and hit a record close for the 12th straight session. That hasn't happened in 30 years. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
Y'all ready for this? I don't think y'all ready for this. Hip hop, neo soul. Let it flow, let's go. Yeah, taking you past the fake and unreal. Broadcasting live from the city of steel. Digging deep down in the trenches, clearing pathways and leaping fences. My vertical leap undeniable, wavering from heathen to upright disciple. Redirecting traffic congestion, reaching for the elite, never settling. Pure adrenaline stampedes the mundane. Anticipation for the refrain, the hook, the line, the sinker. The most notable point you remember. Using this marketing tool to unveil. I'll win, I'll play, I'll last, I'll prevail. Defeat the negativity. Go ahead and repeat after me.
It's no surprise. Look into my eyes. Feel the rush from your simple time.
the dawning of a new era. On purpose, rugged on the surface, this dialect, a woven tapestry, avoiding catastrophe like asteroids collide and meteors disintegrate. And this lyrical source on course, sizing up the competition. Time is of the essence. My presence is so critical. Evac procedures must be put in place. The chase isn't done till a winner is named. Melodic MC, now lay it on me, yeah.
It's no surprise, look into my eyes. Feel the rush from your simple time. Don't mind the pain, no one else to blame. Just lay it on me. When we take the time, there's so much more for us to know. Let our minds explore. Just think of how the world could be. Relax, sit back, and we'll see. Our dreams can come alive. Build trust so that we can survive the storms that come our way. Lay it on me every day. It's no surprise, look into my eyes. Feel the rush from your simple time. Lay it on me. Don't mind the pain, no one else to blame. Lay it on me. Just lay it on me. Lay it on me. It's no surprise, look into my eyes. Feel the rush from your simple time. Lay it on me. Don't mind the pain, no one else to blame. Lay it on me. Just lay it on me, baby. It's no surprise. It's no surprise. Feel the rush from your simple time. Lay it on me. No one else to blame. Lay it on me. Just lay it on me. Lay it on me,
Let me start with a little confession. I've learned my lesson. I can't be without you. No more playing games. I'm not the same, my darling. Took time to realize you are the prize that I want to win. Hold you above the rest. It's not a test, no. Looking back on my foolish days, I'm so amazed that you would even look my way. The best things in life are never free. As I look through the hourglass, improve. I'm all in, baby. Not hard for me to see. Your touch is all I need. No more second guessing. My life's reflection is you in my arms, my lady. The pain, the strife, the gain is what we must go through. To make it to that finish line is God's design for us to shine, my baby. We need to rise above. Make sure that it's enough. Outlast the foolishness with no regret. I still must ask you.